Hello, I'm Butch Hill, and I'm your host of HD Cast. And I'm sitting here with Matt Forner with Grote Industries. Matt, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Butch. Appreciate it.
Always like talking to you.
Yeah.
And I want to know a little bit about Grote, what's going on here. Let's talk about the show. By the way, we are at HDAW Show 2023. We're actually in the show. It's right to my left. And we're hanging out here, so let's talk about the show quickly.
Yeah, it's been exciting so far. Actually, we brought kind of a record number of people this year to the show,
Really?
and from both our Canadian and U.S. teams, and accessory and lighting, and two different product lines that we have. And so, our accessory program has really been growing. So we have a full entourage here of, everybody from north and south, and
Right.
And it's been nice to see the show come back so vehemently, from the past. This is kind of what it used to be like, because I've been coming to this for quite some time, and
it's like a little kick.
It's a big kick, and so our booth has been nonstop. It's been filled with people, pretty much the whole time,
Awesome.
divide and conquer and talking. So it's exciting, and the one-on-ones, had great one-on-ones yesterday. Looking forward to it this afternoon and tomorrow. So
let's talk about industry stuff, whether it's obviously it affects Grote, it affects your customers. Let's talk about the supply chain. And of course, we just came off of a craziness of that. And, in a couple of these other HDcast videos, we talked about, how out in the West Coast, there was 300 vessels down to 150 vessels, and now it's down to just about zero out there in the ocean. But it's all about affecting the supply chain and getting the product. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough couple of years. I don't think anybody couldn't say that.
Correct.
But here's the thing, which is the last couple of years have made us a better company, and it's pointed out some inconsistencies that we may have had, or some weaknesses, and when you find those out, you're like, gosh, that's something that we didn't realize during good times. Things are rolling, and it
Right.
just doesn't pop up. But now we've covered those weaknesses, we fixed them, we've developed new processes, and we're a much better company for that, and we're able to react a lot quicker than we have in the past.
Awesome.
So if there is blips in supply chain,
Right.
going forward, and some of the things we're doing now, we're able to react a lot better and get through that in a much quicker time frame. So we feel good about where we're at now, being able to tackle some of the challenges that we think are going to happen in the future.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of those challenges, in the future. And because obviously what we were just talking about was affecting the future at that
Right.
moment. So what's in your crystal ball?
Well, data is going to be very key, especially to the heavy-duty industry. And we're a little bit behind on the data side, probably from the automotive side of things. And
when you say we are, you're talking about the industry.
I'm talking about the industry, yeah. And we're putting a lot of effort and resources into getting the data up to snuff to, where it should be, where it could be. And I mean, it's much tougher on the heavy-duty side because there's less application-specific. The ACES side of the information for the heavy-duty industry is a little bit tougher because you have a lot of different products that can go into the same application. It's not like you have a 93 Chevy Lumina and the door handle is this part number.
Right.
I mean, you could have a 53-foot trailer, and you might have 10 different lamps can fit into this location, or this, that's just a lighting application, but it goes across.
Welcome to the heavy-duty industry.
Welcome to the heavy-duty industry. But so we're spending some effort, some money, some time in that area, and we're going to get better, just as we talked earlier, on some of the things you want to focus on. And our customers are really needing that information now, as everybody's starting to buy more online. So if your online sales were less than 5% of your business, 2 years ago, I would tell you it's doubled, or if not tripled, from that standpoint. So, and that's not going back. It's just going to go forward and keep increasing.
Exactly. Well, cool. Let's talk about any innovative new products, things like that.
Well, one of the biggest things that we just launched was our 4C system, our smart trailer system and configuration. So that's going to allow fleets to monitor and gauge, what's happening with their trailers and their equipment, to add capability of getting information or adding rear view cameras, real-time information, asset tracking, real-time information for the fleet managers going down the road. So that are back sitting in the office trying to manage, where their piece is, if there's anything wrong with it. Hey, this light is acting a little bit different on this trailer. Hey, it's been in service for 7 years. Something's going on. We have some predictive indexes that say, hey, you might look at that light and it might be time to change that light here within the next 3 months. So those are the things that our team has been developing along the network side.
So almost putting a PM to the light, preventative maintenance to the light.
Yep.
Don't wait for it to go out. Just we know documentation that this thing will start acting up at 6 years or whatever it is, 7 years.
Right, and there's things that happen out there.
It's the environment.
It's the environment, and if you can give a fleet an opportunity to not have downtime on a trailer by fixing it when it's not broke, and it comes in and they can address it, then downtime is much more expensive than anything out there that they have a cost associated with.
Right. Well, Matt, I appreciate you being part of HDcast.
Sure.
As always. Anything else you want to talk about, or are you good?
No, I'm pretty good. Just glad to be back here.
I know you got to go to a meeting here, but sorry. Yeah. I'm glad you took the time to jump over here and tell us a little bit about Grote. Everybody knows Grote's a premium company, and they're great to work with. Always highly looked at. So we appreciate everything you guys do.
Thanks, Butch.
Hey, and we appreciate you watching HDcast, and we'll see you on the next one.